An ally has returned.
Hello, Paul Bellow here, once again in the Lit RPG Adventures workshop. I've been tinkering with cities and dungeons and getting everything a little more stable if possible. We have a Forest Hills location here. Let's go ahead and add a large city with walls. Call it Bellowburg. And it pops it in there. And we get our big city with one weird gate. And one little thing I've done is got the themes working for all the different land types, so that was what it was. Let's see what beach city does. I'll make this a little hamlet. And you can see it still has fields and trees on the beach, but we'll get there. The other thing I got working, putting little placeholder icons for now, is you can actually go to where you want on the map. And this also works for, let's do a large city. And we can get to pretty much any of the different buildings. And then, of course, the next piece to build out is the generation stuff. You know, oh, I need a tavern, so click a description, click a button and get the owner, get some patrons, get some rumors, get a picture of the patron, get a picture of the rumors reading the patrons, or the patrons reading. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, not 100% yet. The walls are still kind of funky. They don't have gaps anymore, but they're like 2 or 3 thick, which isn't necessarily bad. And then we got, central roads, buildings along the roads, kind of, medieval block type things. So we will flesh that out eventually. I think it's pretty stable now that I can start to add the LLM stuff. That is the goal. And then the other thing, I really want to put a preview window up here so that when you change these, it would change this little, like a 20 by 20 preview map or something. Because it can get pretty complicated and you can make messed up stuff. But I wanted, if a dungeon master wants, a series of caves that aren't connected by tunnels, they should be able to make that. Or, if they want just one big room or whatever. So basically, if we start on this end, what we'll get is these big open areas, and that's large. One huge area. I guess we could bump that down to small and see what it would look like there. Still has 5 encounter areas that you can pop in there. Let us go to a medium and go the other way. And you can see here is where we start to get the unconnected caves. But maybe that's like a treasure room. Well, not that, but that or that, that you have to teleport to get into or something like that. I don't know. But the idea is to give the dungeon master as much control as possible. So what we could do is bump up the iterations and the smoothing a bit, and that's even worse. So what we would have to do is crawl that back a couple. Still, oh, I spent so much time on this last night. I'm probably going to spend more time on it. There we go. Still one little area there. Area number 12. But the basics are there. And then I have changed these as well. No preview yet. You could do the target room count. And you can start to get different shapes. I don't think I have them named really good as to what they do. Okay, this is getting all long. This is different than it was last night, but that's good. So I'll put that in the middle there. Why are they all... Oh, I know what happened, I think. So if we go here... Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is, you know, change the shape and the style of the dungeons based on what type it is. Which is probably dumb because, you know, you could have a cave temple or a temple crypt or something like that, but oh, I kind of like that. It does look kind of crypt-like. I didn't go through all these after I changed them last night. Catacombs has a distinct look. And then ruins. See the broken down doors and whatnot. And then temple. We'll blow that all the way up. And you can see you get a pretty respectable little dungeon there. And once again, what we would do is we're going to have a button over here for, you know, add the description, add a trap, add a monster, add an NPC, add your mom. And we'll do that for the dungeons, and we'll do that for the cities, and then eventually the people and encounters and monsters, and any notes that you want to put in yourself. And these maps are downloadable. The dungeons are downloadable. So you can see in, you know, just about 5 minutes there, I've come up with, it looks like a franchise dungeon where they have different dungeon managers, but it's all named the same, like McDonald's. The Crystal Abyss of Shadows at 2-2. Come visit us today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else here. Really just trying to get it more stable. And I think we are there mostly for the maps and adding content. Trying to give more control here when you are generating. And that's still a work in progress, because that kind of looks like the last one, but we can also do, like I said, cities of any size, and they are now themed. So if we go into a forest and add a village here, we get the green colors that aren't the greatest match, but we can zoom on this poor guy's house, or head over here to the tavern, and so on and so forth. And then, like before, you can still change, you know, any tile that you don't like. You can change the kingdom, or the terrain type. Still working on regions. I think there might be a little too many on a map this size, like maybe 10-20% less. I don't know. Let me know in a comment below. That's all I got. So we have a pretty good overland generator. It could be better, sure. But it is halfway decent at coming up with variety, I think. I'll eventually work on getting bigger maps. But we have that. Oh, great. Here we go again. That one worked. I wonder if it just... Well, it's just that first one. It just said beach and showed water, strangely. Now they seem to be working, but... I'm going to get back to the workshop. I appreciate your time and interest in this project. Leave a comment. Let me know if you want to be one of the first people to try this out. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this weekend, next weekend, I should have at least a basic beta version. I need to work on saving and loading the map. I've got some ideas on that I will share in a bit. But that's all I got. Appreciate you taking the time, and I'll have more soon. Bye.
An ally has left the game.